It's something unexpected. Damn, we're so connected. Feel you in a different way. Nostalgia is I'm thinking. Only you got me sinking. This is not a typical day. Oh, our bodies connected in so many ways. Your energy, I could feel it today. You take my body to a different place. Oh, our bodies connected in so many ways. You be my love and I don't say a thing. You understand everything. And when you touch me like that, these connect is that tender, sexy, spiritual. And when you love me right back, my body reacts to something metaphysical. And you're so amazing. You're taking me places that my body's never known. I'm so addicted to how you see me on a oh, baby, beyond the surface. Connected in so many ways. You're in the cheek, I can feel it the days. You take my body to a different place. Your mind is connected on so many ways. You be my love and I don't say a thing. You understand everything. And when you touch me, it's that tender, spiritual. And when you love me right back, my body reacts. It's something it's just you touch me like that. Please, baby, you know when you love me right back. Please,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Stella. Hey.
Yeah,
How's up, baby?
Sailor 8.
Yeah, that's 144 record. Shout out to the priest. He got a good girl over there. What?
Back,
Yes. 2024, we are back. And we got the cool guy in the back over here. We got the cool guy in the back with us, y'all. Paper man.
It's your big paper man, back with a banger, man. You already know what the time it is. You know what I'm saying? Sitting here with Janny Schmanny on the Cover Level podcast with none other than Fire Nation Flames. You already dig. You know the vibes.
He ain't learned nothing new.
Y'all know what's papers. It is what it is.
It is, but it's cool. Him and I dropped a nice new record. But today we're gonna be having a guest coming in. A few guests I might say, and I need all eyes on this.
Share this live.
Yeah, share this
Get your
live.
live. Share this live. Oh my goodness.
Share this live.
I'm super excited about this because a lot of people they confuse Comfort Level Podcast, Bars and Bangers, and the Comfort Level Podcast. We are bringing you awareness. We want to make sure that we elevate your mind. So this is why we set Bars and Bangers over there for the music. You know what I mean? That's what we did.
We still play music.
We love music.
Podcast because everybody has a voice and
Sometimes the voice is
big
music.
voice in music. Yeah, so but today we're gonna talk about dreams. Yeah. You know, dreams. things like that, reaching our goals, you know what I mean? But we have um, a lady and her crew, or for her crew,
Amazing
that's
crew.
coming, and she's gonna talk to us about dreaming with our eyes open. You know what I mean?
I realize
Now, yeah, we never real life dreaming like we never.
everything when we wake up and we can do everything in our dreams.
And this is me. I always say I don't dream. Oh, I don't dream like when I'm asleep. Or people say that I do dream, but I don't remember that or stuff like that.
But I think honestly, because you're one of those people, you live this, you're living your dream. Like you get up and you're going for the dream, so you don't really take that time to be like, okay, I'm going to sleep for a minute. You dream a little bit. You be like, good morning, it's time for you to get this dream real quick.
Now to start really reaching our dream.
Looking busy,
Drop the
baby.
comments in there. Let us know you're here.
We want to shout
Leave
you out.
boxes,
Your
so
name is.
drop the comment. So we're starting to reach some of our dreams in this awareness project that we got and these talks and everything. We're gonna bring you today, Miss Dana Hicks from Envision Success. EnvisionSuccess.org. That is her organization. She started as a foster mother, and now she works with young adults who are aging out of the foster care system. That's right. She's giving them homes and skills.
She's really putting things out here to grow.
That's right. And we always talk about saving one young life. So when I talked to her, the way she put it to me, why she became a foster mom, she said, well, I got room. Well, I got food. And she had love. What other better reason? What other better reason? You know what I mean? So she's going to come in here, and explain the different things about what she do, why she's doing it, how she's doing it. Then traffic a little bit. Yeah. So that's what we're trying to do, spread some awareness. What's up? What's up, DJ7 in the building?
Yeah, the sound going in and out a little bit.
Oh, the sound is going in and out. Well, maybe that's because we ain't close enough to the mic or whatever. Can you hear me now?
What's up, 7? What's up, 7?
Can you hear me now? Anyway, maybe because I'm not talking loud enough. I know that's sometimes when I do the recap.
Put a little bass in it.
Put a little bass in my voice.
2024, you all bass,
in my
baby.
voice already. Yeah. But we're gonna be doing some fun things too. We always got some fun things going on.
We got a lot of events already getting us booked and busy. Like we're already catching our freaking calendars crazy. Every day we get something.
We waiting on you, 7.
I know,
This thing right here is not working. You see papers in the bag?
Y'all see papers? Everybody say hi, papers. Oh man. Oh, while we at it, y'all better be ready. We got a lot of stuff going on. On Monday, I will be coming on the crazy bars and bangers. Y'all already know it's about to be ridiculous. New thing. New music. Couple surprises. Just be ready. That's all you need.
Yeah. So, what's going on? It's a new year. Philly got a new mayor.
Yes. First of all, did you see the mayor was spitting bars? That was the best. Shout out to Philly's new mayor. She's lit. I love her. I'm already a fan. She got here bust that rhyme up and they went crazy. She's lit. Shout out to Philly.
It's amazing because, first of all, it's significant to me because she's the 100th mayor. She's female and she's black.
Boom, black girl magic. Look at it.
And And that's not just that. She's from the hood, okay?
So she
That's why she's
understands.
fitting the bars because she grew up in the bar. You know what I mean? You can't change that. You know what I mean? You can't change that. You know, I like the music. You know what I mean? I like some crazy music, y'all. Y'all don't even know that I like. You know what I mean? I like the music too. And all of it's good. You know what I mean? All of it gives a different feeling, a different reaction. But hey, it is different aspects to it, different ways that you can use the music. You know, you can use the music for good, or you can use the music for bad, or you can just bullshit around with it. You know what I mean? And just it's whatever. You know, you're not meaning it for good or bad. You know
Some
what I
people don't
mean?
even think of it with a vision. And I think that's definitely the
That's it. So I mean, when you think about success, what do you what 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 is your success? You know what I mean? Your success
everybody's different.
is different than the next person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You do what you do, and I do what I do, and you know, I mean, we see you. I mean, not see you come down.
I see what way, yeah.
You know what I
Some
mean?
things
We
do
both
come
climbing to the top of our game.
Right.
You
But
know what I
it's,
mean?
it's,
So,
but it's like how you always say, when you're in your own lane, there is no competition because you're focused on your lane. So when you have two people focusing on their lane, or three people focusing on their lane, it just becomes a bigger empire of levels and platforms for people to be able to elevate. You know what I mean? When people are so busy focusing on the competition, you don't get nowhere. Oh my God, man, it's so weird. What's up, baby? All the fake bros is on. I gotta behave now.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta behave
So
now. Man, it's
we behaving. You know, we just trying to
keeping it 100.
keep it at 100. You know what I mean? So, Miss Dana Hicks, along with Patricia King Quinn, Devon Jackson, and Dr. Jackie Cyrus are about to open up a new, um, what do you call it? Uh,
Foundation.
well, yeah, yeah.
Oh, we remix version of it.
It's in Kensington. They opened up a new home. It's a transitional home for the um for the youth. You know, they're gonna encourage that independent living there. You know, so they offer development and training. You know, they also have a secure environment. You know,
That's dope. I think
that's
that's,
right.
that's huge, especially for that area.
Uh,
You know, from what I know, that area, you know, is pretty rough.
yeah,
You know what I
Kensington is
mean?
pretty
So,
rough down
something for
there.
the youth, somewhere
Yeah.
for them to be able to go and be safe and really be able to learn something. A lot of the youth that don't have it.
Yeah, well, you gotta have the strength. This is the thing.
That's a lot
a
of
big.
strength.
That's a
huge.
that's a big thing to carry for we.
Big
You know what I
responsibility, yeah.
mean? Yeah, big responsibility and stuff.
But at the same time, it's also a big legacy. And that's huge. That's something like, you know, when they say, like you said, the definition of success, for her to and her team to put this together and it to grow, next, you know, that can expand everywhere. You know, that's the level of success.
I can't wait for them to get here because this will be our first podcast.
So the first guest,
Yeah.
tour.
Well, first
I mean, well, we got
Uh-huh.
here, but you know, we got our first in guest for the 2024.
Yeah, and first time they ever been on podcast, so they're excited.
So it's the whole experience.
Yeah, it's a whole experience.
Yeah, I see she got her Jenny. You might not be see. She got the Jenny Swing shirt.
Yeah.
She means business. 2020.
Yeah, because this is Jenny Schmidt reality music.
That's one of the original.
The original, the most. You know what I mean? So she's coming. We also want to talk about a fundraiser. You know what I mean? But,
like all
good
types of ways
thing.
the community can come together.
Well, this is how I came about because I haven't met any of them yet, with the exception of Trisha and Quinn, which is almost family. You know what I mean? And she called me up and she told me, about this daughter that they had appointed her for the promotional. And she called me up with the family. I said,
A better way to get promo, podcast, whole lot of lives, whole lot of platforms.
Yeah, so what I did was I took it did a live on the website. You can check that out at com.
That part.
So I did that. Everybody ready for
I mean, what better
Come
way
in and
to
talk.
tell the story but to yourself? You
Yeah.
know, she's gonna be able to give all those answers. Y'all make sure when you're in here, we drop those questions, drop those comments. You want to see them, call in, talk to her, get those questions out.
Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna let y'all know right now. They asked me about
Saying,
they asked me about anything. Yeah, because what they're gonna have is a big ball with that way from the charity.
I just love that briefly dress. So I already know so that.
They already got the facility. It's gonna be in Thursday. I mean, it's already.
That's already part right there.
Trisha said they haven't even looked at it. Trisha hasn't even looked at it. Meet me over there.
That first.
I'm gonna let the cat out the bag, but I'm gonna need everybody.
You're sitting on this.
Yeah, right. You know how I do. I need everybody.
Y'all already know. Pull up, turn up,
Yeah,
support in real life. This is for something bigger than all of us. So it shouldn't need to be something that needs to be questioned because half the people that know us, y'all be no kids.
It's about saving lives. And y'all know a lot of, some people that are watching here are foster, had foster parents. You know what I mean? We're in the foster care system. Maybe they may not have a foster parent, but they might have been in the system for a minute. You know what I mean? And then when you come out, put it this way.
We can make or break you.
If you was in the system, if the foster parents till you was 18 and you haven't been adopted, what happens when you're 18? That's what happens. They emancipate you at 6th
You
grade.
can say,
You don't
Good luck.
You're 18. You don't have to be emancipated.
they give you
You're out.
they give you a document that
You're off the state.
I went to
Yeah, you're
I
off
went
the
to
state.
and I had to go through that process. Foster care is no joke, though. The system is no joke, which is why I advocate very strongly for that. And that's why I love that, they're coming in because what they're doing is huge. And I know what the system can do to people. I've seen people not come out okay. I've seen people come out traumatized from it. I've seen
But
people
this is
mess
not a
up.
homeless
Yeah,
situation.
no, just foster care. It can be beautiful foster homes,
No.
great stuff. But what she's doing is reaching out and giving them something that's not just a place to.
They got the money.
This is something that you get
It's
to
not-
learn. They teach you life skills. Like she's gonna really give them the tools that
it's
not for nothing. These schools ain't teach you nothing.
It's not for the ones that don't want
Yeah. You want something better for yourself, you got a place to go to.
raise up. You know what I mean? They don't have dreams or whatever, or they just want to stay with the street and for themselves. Like this is giving them the education and the skills to live. So
Yeah, I love the idea of what they're doing.
I like it.
I think that is really cool because they're giving them structure, that is not given anymore. People used to be able to learn everything they needed to from their parents, and then go out into your
She
world.
went dead end. Dead end.
Yeah, she
The
just
Kensington area.
yeah, like she went straight to the.
Y'all know what
She
it's
wasn't here to
like.
play. That's a big heart right there. That's a
Y'all
big
know
heart.
what it's like.
I I had somebody, they drove me through there, and all I needed to do was drive through, and I was good. Because they reminded me of so much stuff that I seen in Massachusetts. So, like, I love that somebody's taking this thing.
Yeah. I got mail.
Hey, Bling King. What's up, King Arvin? I see you want to check in. What's good? That's my artist, y'all. Shout out to King Arvin M. Also, the Bling King.
Go get him.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it.
Okay. Well, I guess about to come in. I don't know why. I'm trying to learn how to. I don't know. It's really fun. Out the bit of. Definitely. All right. Well, she probably went out to go get our guest and just wait for them. Okay, wait. All right. Yes. We're a little small in here, but you know what I mean? Oh, right. Smaller is better, the more homely it is, the more comfortable we are. And y'all can always give a call if you have a comment. 444-315-4444.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Oh my God, I know. Squeeze in, guys. I know it's a little small. Hello.
Hi, I'm Dana.
Hi.
My
How are
mommy.
you?
Looking good.
Here's my mommy.
Hi.
Mommy.
My name is Jackie.
Jackie. My name is Danny. Danny. Guys, can you get in there?
I'll be on the fence that I don't think you can.
I can stand up too, but
No,
no, guys, come on, so the camera can see you.
Yeah, that's
A
my
camera?
camera doesn't need to see me.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
the camera.
I'm gonna take my jacket off downstairs and put it in the other room so that
Right. It's with the jacket.
Hey, hey, good.
It's not in there.
Really, like, I'm part of it.
Yeah, let her talk.
Yeah, I don't. I can be.
Let her talk.
Yeah,
Yeah, questions?
yeah. I don't need to be involved in this part of it. I'm just kind of hide in the corner. No, really. But she's been working so hard today for years. I mean, years since I met her. And we met when our daughters were little. Because I was, living at the funeral home, and we had just moved from one funeral home to another. My daughter was only 3.5 years old. I guess she was about 5. And I saw her daughter walking down the street. I kept seeing her every day coming over. So finally, I said, "Where do you live?"
No, right.
Right down the street. I said, "Come on in, Elisa." We went down the street. And I opened the door. I said, "Hi, I'm Trish. This is my daughter, Elisa." And they like, I said, "No, my never already
All right.
You're together, make them up.
1 minute.
Dana was
Move the
telling her
table
how-
back up.
Oh, us?
Okay.
Yeah. I drove my little daughter to your house.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
I told you it was more.
I don't know enough about.
But this
Yes,
man,
we're
we're
all
all learning.
Right here with us.
Don't get so many
Nobody out here.
This is the info section, okay? We are here with Miss Dana Hicks, who is the CEO and founder of EnvisionSuccess.org,
Yes, correct.
and she's going to inform us all about what she does because we're all ready to dream with our eyes open.
Thank you.
And that's
Thank
it.
you. All
So
right.
that's the introduction, and
Alrighty.
I mean, if you want to introduce everybody
I
that's
will.
here, because the audience and we're on, everybody knows who we are. This
Okay.
is my co-host, by the way. Her name better.
Fire Nation.
Yes.
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 He went outside for a quick second.
Yeah.
Well, he can grab a chair and slide in
Okay.
He said it was lovely.
here. Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
I'm Dana
he's,
Hicks.
Yes.
So I'm Dana Hicks. I'm the CEO of Envision Success. And I brought with me a cohort of people who have come from all different walks of my life, and they've been involved with that. I have Devon, who's my best friend since it'll put our age in there, but yeah, we met her for 30 years, so we done been through some things together back in the day. And of course,
take her to the grave.
yeah, that's right. And then on to the left of her is my mother, who of course has always been my supporter. And to the left of her is Trish, who has been my newfound friend when I came to Philadelphia back in 2009. Not 2009. Our kids met. We lived in the same neighborhood, and we've been like that since. Yep. So those are kind of my group of people who have been a part of my life. A little bit about my life. I have been a foster parent for 35 plus ish years. I don't know exactly where to start counting at it, but I started in Seattle, Washington, where I originally came from. And at that point, I became a foster parent. I was one of the youngest foster parents. I think I just got licensed at 22 years old. And I think my very first kid placement was 18 years old. And my little story about her is she says, "Okay, mom, we're going to go to school." And I'm like, "Ooh, this is going to be fun," you know. And I remember walking her into the high school and signing her for something, and someone saying, "Do you have a hall pass?" I just looked. I was just like, I just graduated from needing a hall pass, man. You know, I'm somebody's mom. You know. But yeah, I started way back then. I think me and my daughter, we have counted couple of different times. So we have somewhere pretty close to 100 kids that I have had either through foster care, respite care, visiting care, stay the night care. You know, different people have come through over all those years. I currently um, have kids in my home, but they're different statuses now. They were in foster care. We have adopted, completed adoption of a brother sibling group. And that was the only way to kind of keep them together was to do the adoption. So we did that. And then I still have a young man who I took out of care from Philadelphia. At Play to 14, where they had a program called from PLC, permanent legal custodian. So he wasn't in care, but I got to still be his permanent custody. And I actually have a good relationship with his mom and asked her to let me do this so that it didn't have to be this bloodbath in court that she was going to lose. And we share a good relationship. She's just one of my kids now too.
So is that like like because I know there's foster care and adoption. Is that like a step in the middle?
There is a step in the middle, particularly for teens or kids right around the cusp of 12 or 12 or 13 who aren't really wanting to be adopted or saying that they want to be adopted. Um, they can have some other type of permanency program for them. And so when I did that for him, I became his permanent legal guardian, and then that removed him from the system. He's still, um, so he's got a whole
That's
nother.
22. It gets like that.
Hey,
That means you got good cooking and good love.
Well, my thing is, I had when he came to me, he was just 10. I think he was turning 11, and now he's 20 years old. That's my child.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, just that's just what it is. It's my child. Like, I mean, so, but yeah, so that's kind of the history about me personally, how I got into foster care. While in doing this foster care journey, I dealt a lot with teenagers. That was generally I picked kind of the hardest ones. Those were the ones that I wanted to try to make a difference with. And they taught me a lot of things. And one of the things that they got sick of is being moved from home to home to home to home to home. They
Never
always
being
felt
stable.
like DHS was. I gave it a nickname of having the ankle bracelet. That was what DHS. Every time there was another knock at the door, another person is going to come and ask them the same stupid question. Well, how are you doing? Well, how's things going? What do you expect them to say?
Yeah,
But then,
they
don't
said
get to
bad,
sit
they
but
moved them to
right,
another.
right, and just they didn't want those different things. So they kind of got sick of that, and about the age 16 and a half, they kind of just hit the streets, and it's just kind of like I want to free myself from this whole system, but they don't have any skills. And so they take off and they run and they turn 17 or they turn 18 and it's been a couple of years now, about 5 or 6 years, but before they passed that act of where they now can stay in care between the ages of 18 and 21, it used to be foster care was done at 18. So as soon as they hit the street at 18, they come back and say, "Well, now I don't know what to do. I have my fun. There's no fun anymore sleeping out on the streets. It got cold. My friends went home and left me.
Right, yeah.
Everyone went to a family member. I didn't have any. And so they had this big population of kids that were coming back into care or needing to come back into care, but nobody would deal with them and there was no funding for them. So then they passed that act that allowed them federally to be able to DHS to have funds to pay for kids for aftercare between 18 and 21. That opened up the door a little bit for people to be willing to help. Only a little bit. Most people still don't. They can't call me really and tell me, "Hey, we got a 20-year-old that wants to come stay in your house." Just not quite as easy as they say the 10-year-old. So it's still they've got challenges. But what we decided to do, what I decided to do, is try to figure out how to work transitioning them into a place where they could now learn. So right at that, I call knucklehead stage, 17, 16 out of 17, I know more than you do. Once they get that piece out and realize they don't know anything, and once they're ready to learn, that's when you can teach them again. You can't teach them through that. You have to let them run that course. Right, they got to hit that wall. And no matter what you say, I'm telling you, it's hard. It's right there. They've got to do it.
Come on, right back home.
So I found that all agencies, then they came up with money for independent living skill, life skills, and independent living, and all kind of different programs that they were getting money for now for these same kids. So they all said, "Oh, we have these programs, and we can teach them how to bank, and we can teach them how to write a resume, and we can teach them." And that was great. You can teach them all those different things, except they have nowhere to park that information because we still have nowhere to stay. Right.
Still
Yeah.
fighting to survive, but you want
Yeah.
to be how to
Right.
survive first.
Right. And so a lot of those agencies have gotten out of the business of having those extra homes, those care homes, those um, They used to be kind of group homes. They've kind of gotten out of that. So now they've got a pocket of people who have nowhere to live, but they've got the money that everybody else needs to get them somewhere, but no place to put them. So in my other venture of just real estate, that's my side thing. I said, well, we ran across this. This is Envision Success. And I prayed about it, and I said, oh my God, this is it. Are you sure you want me to do this? Are you sure? You want me to do
Like a few weeks, because I might have had to take like a month to really like.
When we found this, I have been working on this project for 6 months. I think I found it almost last March or April.
That's all.
No,
she's been working on Envision.
No. I mean, working on the building. The building that I
Like
just
the location.
the location. Yeah, I started Envision Success way back. Well, the first time it was like way back in 2000. We were working on a different angle of it, but we actually made it a business in 2013. Incorporated. It got a 501(c)(3), and we've been working on it at different points. Mind you, I was working full time with my
We
own
all
house.
were.
Everybody
We all
was
were
working
working
full time
full
with a
time.
house full of kids, and we would get things going, and then we would come to a stalemate again, and have to dissipate for a moment and come back together and get it together. And we've been working over the years and been learning and trying to grow it and build it. And so we always maintain this building structure, a business structure that we had everything together. And when we were ready, it was ready to go. So I found a building by accident. I'm not supposed to be on this building, but by accident we found one. We were looking at these buildings, and we went and saw it, and it took us about 6 months to finally purchase it, but we did purchase it.
That's you guys.
And it's technically a 13 bedroom, 13 bath building with a common area and a kitchen. However, the basement, the 2 rooms, do not have proper egresses yet, so we will use those as a common area and a storage area for now. So there's 11 rooms, and they all have private bathrooms, full bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Nah.
I'm done saying
That's the key.
You ready to adopt me? Y'all seen it? I'm getting adopted today.
Mom is living this dream as well.
That's gonna be amazing, right? Mom is watching her baby doing
That
something.
smile is like,
Yes.
As a mom, I can just imagine that.
It took almost everything we had, every penny we could put together from both our retirement, everything, just to pull this together
That's
to
how
have
much
a
they
bill.
believe it.
Yeah. Just to
And
pull
You
this
guys got like I have chills.
people
Like
believing in humanity,
Yeah.
believing in people. Like
No.
you're taking a big chance on people you don't know.
Yeah.
like you're
Come
risking it
on.
all.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
What you
like,
guys are doing
it's-
that's powerful. That is
Yeah,
powerful.
God's work.
a flyer
Period.
of it's a good building, and everything is modern and brand new. And so when we saw that there was independent bathrooms, everybody had their own bathroom suite. It was my thing was that kind of ran through my mind was, well, someone told me about the LGBTQ
Yes, and the different bathrooms.
and the bathroom issues that they have. And I said,
Yeah.
and I said, everybody might have bathrooms. I didn't, I don't particularly just, I'm going for a particular group, but it's the same for everybody. Anybody can,
Yeah,
right. To be, and safety was the biggest key. And when we're talking about kids who've been in the system, where
It's not even just physical, it's
Right.
mental
Yes.
safety and stability that you
Right.
guys are offering. I think
Right.
what you guys, that is,
right.
I mean, I'm
Each
mind
individual
blown.
suite is lockable. They will have their own
They can go
individual.
in, so it's theirs. It's
It's
like
code
their
lockable.
home, theirs.
They're
Yeah.
a New York City apartment.
Okay.
Yes.
This is your penthouse.
Mhm.
I
And this
love
is in
that.
Kensington.
No. It's above.
Oh.
It's Frankfurt. It's above
I like
that.
Frankfurt.
Not far. It is far.
Okay. I was
Not-
worried. You see my face was like, that's a big, this.
Yeah, it's a little bit, just a little bit north of that, but it's
It's
if
still
you want to
like
get there, you can get
distance.
there. Yeah, it's a little bit further. It's up by the hospital.
But even in that area, just that location,
Mhm.
what you guys are doing is you're giving hope. A lot, and I I spent years, just getting to know a lot of people from Philly. I'm from Massachusetts.
So
Mhm.
I
there is
live in New
public
Jersey.
transportation right
But
there.
the people I've met in Philly, they always say,
The
"We
kids
just need a light. We just need hope. We need somebody to believe in us. We need someone to care. Nobody cares." And to hear you and see you. This is why it was important for you guys to come on this podcast, because people need to see the light. They need to see that there was someone that cares.
Yeah.
It's recorded.
Yeah, we're live, everybody.
Yeah.
That's not going to be easy to edit.
There's no editing in live.
No,
There's no editing.
That's not what I meant. When
Yeah,
you
with those
edit it
houses,
and put it
like,
on
are
there.
they,
They're saying,
will they have to like pay rent or like how is it?
So the idea initially was for us to be working through DHS or one of the government agencies, and that they would be paying the regular stipend that they pay, and that would take care of their room and board, their food, their program fees. So they're coming into a program. It's not just a house, not just a room. They're coming into getting full support. So there's going to be someone that checks in with them at least once a week for 30 minutes face to face, see what's going on. Well, let me start at the beginning. Once you come in the program, once the process is going through the website, filling out your contact form and your application form, once we vet that and figure out how we're going to be able to work with this person, we then do a video interview with you so that we can, once again, explain what our program is about, make sure it's what you think it is, and make sure we know what it is that you want to get out of it, and get some little bit of information about what you're doing. Because between the information they gave us, hopefully, and the agency that referred you, they've given us enough. You're giving us something. We're putting it all together. Our panel will come back together and say, "Hey, yeah, this looks like it's going to work. Let's figure out a goal plan that will work for this person." So we'll be working on an individual goal plan for each person. No one's going to be the same, because you might be working at McDonald's, you might be working at Burger King, you might be working day, you might be working night. So we have to gear each plan for you to be successful, and try to make sure, we want you to be working. You're going to finish up high school. You got a couple more months. We need to get you a part-time job. We need to get you up. We need to get you on the housing list so we can make sure you have your ID, your license, your medical card. Do you know how to keep your room clean? We're going to be monitoring that at least a couple times a week. We have a 12 structured 24 modules each month of something that you're going to be focusing on learning, whether it's cleaning your room, personal hygiene. You'd be surprised. People don't know. I mean, other than getting wet, they don't know what to do with their body, how to wash their hair, what products are good or not good for you, what products are used for hair based on facts, not what you saw on Facebook. Yeah.
y'all have everything covered.
Working in the common area, how to clean a common area, how to
Structure.
How to change a light bulb,
yes,
a battery,
yes,
where's the fuse, how to turn off the water.
yes, those
I
type of things.
love that.
Yeah.
I
You'd
love
be
it.
surprised. I mean,
No,
I have
we wouldn't.
grandkids.
Yeah,
We
we all
don't know
know.
that stuff.
Right.
You haven't been shown, you don't know how to do it.
Right. And every sixth module is called time management. So it's up to 4 times in that 2-year period that you possibly could be there, that we will go over everything we taught you and how are you managing. So when we talk about cleaning your room, when we talk about your own personal hygiene, we're talking about if you're doing education or a job, we're talking about
Relationships.
doing your uh, chores for the week, talking about maybe finding a job. When you put those things, when you put those first things together, we've dumped a whole bunch of things that maybe you haven't had put together, and you got to do every day. So we're trying to talk about time management. How do you get it together? How do you make sure it works for you? How you got to get up and you got to do this and you got to get these things, and then add on job skills if we're looking for it, banking, financial literacy, relationships, taking care of yourself medically, making your appointments, how to make a schedule. Then we'll go back over that again and say, all right, now we've added these things onto it. How are you balancing it? Have you
And we have a mobile therapist.
Yeah.
So, yes, connected with our
The
program.
mental health.
Yeah.
That's
So
huge.
we're covering
That's huge.
all aspects,
right.
the whole individual.
18. You gotta be 18.
It's the
8
year,
to
it's the
20.
year of transition. It's when
Mhm.
you're about to come out.
Age out of foster care or juvenile
juvenile
justice
justice.
system. 3.
Mhm.
I love the
3.
So once they're in the program and stuff like that, so they can phase out. Once they are able to phase out, you guys like help out for
Permanent housing.
That's
Yeah,
part of
well,
the
that's
education
part of
program.
all that stuff.
Right,
Yes.
we're working on that. So we're hoping to get you connected with, of course, the emergency housing voucher. We're transition housing. That usually go a little bit faster
When you go through
the
program.
program.
Mhm.
So I have seen between 3, 6, maybe 9 months ish that you get a voucher maybe, and then we'll try to be helping them with a voucher because now once again you've got something that will give you something, but not everybody takes it. So we have to educate you and help push that. And yeah.
And that's where her business side also would probably come in. She is also an owner of a couple of apartment buildings, a couple small apartments, and she's still working on building her portfolio so that hopefully the goal is if there's apartments available, they can possibly transition from one place to another.
Like, yeah.
So
Wow.
just the goal is to have the total the circle, the
Right.
complete circle.
So every one of my apartment buildings now has somebody that has emergency help. I've taken somebody in it just to kind of make sure I've given back to each one of my apartment buildings.
So I know you do want to grow.
Look at her face.
Can I address that? Can I address that? Can I address that?
Stay out my head. Did you say Georgetown High School?
I see this.
Ooh, can I address that? Can I address that? Can I address
Go
that?
ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right. So yes, I'd actually brought that up to her. There is a high school right up Germantown, and we looked at that because it would be a wonderful site for Envision Success to have headquarters, classrooms, training, emergency housing, and the like. So jobs, all it would house the whole incorporation of the program, and then from there they could transition out to another location and then into permanent housing. So that was absolutely what we were looking at. So actually spoke with one of our other board members, and our goal is to work on speaking with some of the representatives for our area and maybe the mayor and talk to them about possibly donating a facility for this program so that we can expand the program because like we talked about and she said she woke up and had a dream and in the dream she said, hey, I've got the solution, give me the kids in the building so that she can help the problem with the homelessness with the youth in this specific area. So we need to get this message out to some of the people who have the ability to donate and help fund this project.
So what are some of the ways that you guys have been?
Well, we've just been recently started. Just got started. So we do have of course our website, which is Envision Success. That's ENVISION Success SUCCESS.org.
We have to run
Yep.
across the screen.
So you can go on there. You can donate there. You can reach us there. You can also reach it at info@envisionsuccess.com. No, .org. Sorry, .org. That's my email. And envisionsuccess.org. You can send an email there. And
We currently have a GoFundMe running.
yes.
We
You
have a GoFundMe
information
running.
on that, or we could go to the website and find that.
Yeah, it's
So-
on the donate page.
The GoFundMe is not on there, is it? No.
If
It
you
is?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you go to your website, it'll
Yeah.
probably send a link.
Just go to
Okay.
the menu.
Okay.
Okay. No. That's not the GoFundMe though, is it?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Oh,
it is.
you don't
Yes, it is.
okay.
Probably link to
Yes,
it.
Okay.
right. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
All right. So that's wonderful. And then, so a couple of things that we have planned to do is to do some fundraising with some of the different businesses and organizations around. We know that there are businesses that do give donations and grants to nonprofits who address specific needs that the community has. And this is a big need that would help a lot. And so we have our flyers. We have a donor solicitation letter. And then what we created was a needs list as well, so that people specifically know what
Exactly
are
what
we
you're
trying
offering.
to achieve? What do we need? What are we asking for? What are we asking for help for?
Exactly.
So it's
Tell.
specific,
Wow.
and that gives people a full understanding of what it is we're trying to, accomplish. Once we get these things filled up, we'll be able to house all 10 rooms will be able to be occupied.
To
So
be one of y'all biggest promoters. I need you to know. I'm about to be on every. Listen, y'all need to tap in right now. What you guys are doing is amazing. It's so inspiring. Like it's like what you I'm literally speechless because I always want to see something, especially for our youth get counted out. They're judged. They're talked at, not to. They're told to do things, and they're not taught to do things. And what you guys are doing is giving them step by step structure, mentally, physically, emotionally, in so many ways. This is going to be when I say I know this is going to go global. I know this is going to go global. The fact that you're starting in Philadelphia is huge because Philly is going through so much, and I've gotten to know so much of the youth, and they just feel like there's no hope. And what you guys are doing, you're literally giving them a beacon of light. Like, hey, they didn't teach you this. Come here, let me show you. You don't have a place to get. Come here, let me give you a place to live. Let me show you what food is. Let me show you what this hot water is. A lot of people don't have that, and you guys are literally walking angels. And if nobody tells you that, please hear that from me because that's huge. So I salute you guys. I will definitely promote on all of my platforms because what you guys are doing is bigger than everybody.
thank you. Wow.
DAYNA does it with us.
Yeah, and I mean, you wear a lot of crowns.
She does.
This woman, okay?
No, I'm saying that
Like,
it's true.
yeah. Oh,
It's
you can
truly
see
coming
it.
from her heart.
Yeah, you can see
She's
it.
not doing this. She's not
There's
teaching
no
them
clout in
and pushing them out the door. She's teaching them and giving
Well,
them
I try to
love.
push them out the
She
door.
tried. They don't go.
They don't go.
The hug you gave me, I understand. You know?
To get out the door.
Hey, right, when they're ready.
Yeah,
When they're ready.
And now they just
I have seen
Yeah.
teenagers that like, why are you out here like a grown, trying to be grown, and you're not. You don't know anything. Yeah, please. You don't know anything.
Not ready.
And they're just there, and you'll say, "Oh, well, can you go in the kitchen and do?" They don't even know how to do it.
Yeah.
They know how to make you start the dishwasher.
Mm.
They don't even know how to put the dishes in there.
Right. Right.
You know, you
Right.
teach a man that give a man a fish, you feed him for a day.
Mhm.
Teach a man a fish, you feed him for
Right,
life.
right.
That's right.
That's one of the best. See.
That's Paul's cousin, David. Yeah, he knows Paul.
She called me last.
So my question, and I guess it has to go to you, because for me, I see you as that matriarch. For her to have this big of a heart, it had to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
As a mom, all these years watching her go through this struggle and fighting this battle with her, how do you feel watching this all like come to light?
I have told her several times, I am just so proud to be a part of your life.
I can't see it. That's the best thing she
Absolutely.
Maybe you kind of started the seed of caring for others outside of the
She's like, I
home
woke
too.
up.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that? She got it from her mama.
I'll say one
She
thing
got
for
it
her
from her
really quick.
mama.
So, my sister, who's not here anymore, but my sister was the one that dragged home people, not me. But I did have a foster brother for a long time, and he had been with us when I think he came when he was 13, and she allowed him to come and stay because he was this young male that was just left on the street. I didn't see what she saw. Man, I was the same age, so
Right.
I'm only looking back. Me and my sister are 2 years apart. He was right in between. All I saw, he was a famous. But she saw something different. So there I kind of started from
Agreed.
Yeah, they and another friend used to bring home these stragglers, and
And the only thing I required is that their parent or guardian had to know where they were. They couldn't hide out in my place, but they could be there. And they did that all through high school. There was
They're like, we not leaving. She done made cornbread today. Slow down.
there was always a place for someone who needed a warm place to lay their head.
Like I'm telling you, you guys don't even judge me about the emotionalism I'm having over here.
They're not talking about you guys, but we haven't heard about you.
They should be
Just getting started.
Don't worry.
Well, part of
As
it
far
is
as the
because
housing.
it's because I just got the house, so the house was the big thing for me. I closed on the house at the end of September, September 25th to be exact. So
Our birthdays too.
yeah, we're in September too. Yeah. So it was kind of like we had tried a couple times. We were in the beginning. We had tried to write a grant. Oh, I know when you don't know what you're doing and you're just trying to get out there, you just trying everything. It's very complicated. But one of the things we saw in the grant is they wanted to see what kind of skin you had in it, right? And so we couldn't produce all this money at the time, you know. So we just kind of remembered that. And then when I saw this house, I was like, this is our skin. Really. We can get this. This is bigger than almost anything because I've got the building. I don't have to go find it. It's my building. We're ready to go. It's my investment. Somebody knows I'm more than 50% in it. This is my building. It's ready to go. And that's just when I saw it. I said, okay. And then a lot of it's just on faith and trusting and believing that I'm moving in God's will. He said, keep going forward. Keep going forward. I'm believing that I'm gonna meet this puddle of will, and something's gonna go boom.
Everybody on that live, y'all make sure y'all share this live. Make sure y'all reach out. Go on the website. This is a big movement. Y'all gonna see this on all my pages. Y'all know when I support heavy. So as soon as y'all get t-shirts, all of that, listen,
We're working on that.
I will write.
We are working
all
on
day
it.
long. He'll tell you I'm good for it.
Yeah.
I want it, whatever we can do to help.
We're
to
gonna
get
set up an open house
it out.
hopefully in February.
Yeah.
You guys will be welcome to
That'd
come
be
over
right.
and see
That's what I was-
and to see it. It may not all be filled in, but you can broadcast.
Oh, we definitely want live.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
that
Oh
would
yeah.
that
Oh,
would be
yeah.
a good
Word.
Yeah, we can set up a date, you know, and I mean it's empty now. I mean, whenever we can pick a date,
Make
and
it
we can get it
happen.
and can do that, and people can see. We were just trying to let people know this is what we got. You know, I don't know a lot of people in Philadelphia. I'm not originally from this area, so
We know some
we just
people.
I came from Seattle, Washington. So I've been working through a major transportation company through the past 21 years. So I've been working and doing
General
this.
manager.
Yeah. So it was kind of really demanding, and then I had a house full of kids, and then so it's kind of been peacemaking this along the way. So it's kind of like last year was my year to step out, and I did it all in faith. So I've been doing this 100% for a year. And this is what
And her daughter just became a doctor.
Oh, yes.
You see on the walls are different brands. So
University of Pennsylvania.
anything that you need,
Surgeon.
possibly surgeon get you some connections with.
Well,
Captain in the
with
Air
that,
Force.
with that in mind, I will say, in addition to donating, we need people to actually join the board. We need people to volunteer. So if you have donations for like, we have we need bathrooms. So if you have material donations, in-kind donations, so we're not just looking for financial, although we need that, but we need whatever people are willing to donate. If you have services, you have some skills, you have some time, we need a backyard cleared out. So if you want to come and help, we need help in that way. So
And we have
Yeah.
a lot of land out there that it would be so good to see. I'm not a gardener, but I kind of like want to be
A community gardener.
Community gardener.
Look,
Yeah.
he said that one right there
Kids
got a
got
green
it.
thumb.
That's
Statue ready.
oh, come
He's ready.
on,
We
somebody.
volunteering. You really gotta work.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, but seriously, we have a backyard that would be perfect, and we would like to incorporate that and doing like some gardening back there for our students. So
Absolutely. I mean, whatever we can do, I'm definitely all in. Like you guys got my full support. You know, whatever you guys need. I think that's awesome. That is so awesome.
So then that brings me to Trish on the far left.
Yes, who was acting like she didn't know too much, but she was giving us the tea over here. She was.
So
Saying the
Trish,
only way I can help is by introducing you to people that I know.
so Trish,
That's
a
what it's
big
about.
help.
That's a
That's
big
what
thing.
Yeah.
Trish,
That's why we're
Trish is
here.
in our fundraising department. She's like the person I go to.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
she has all the
I just
ideas. She
have
gives me
ideas.
all the courage.
That's what it's
She gives me. She spends a
And the
lot of time and the
connections.
connections, and she will do anything ever needed. Um, just my rock. She's been my rock. Yep.
So we keep putting this under their nose.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know,
Okay.
man. We got a lot of friends.
We
I got
got
some
a
friends
lot
at
of people
phillyhiphop.org that will help, and they do different
That's
things.
all right.
Our friend Rob Swords, he has a lot of connections.
Right.
Trust me, we're making calls this week. You don't even have to worry. Like when I say I'm emotional on that, I'm like, yeah. I'm thinking of every person I'm
Leave
calling
you
this
with a
week
couple
about that.
cards
Yes.
too. Then.
We have an idea for a fundraiser, and it's because of you that the situation that you and I just helped out with. We were thinking maybe like some sort of show and a dinner, or like in Philly, like my first fundraiser for my thing was called a beef and beer.
I should have been there.
And
Comedy thing.
yeah, or a comedy night, or so
And
So-
then,
We got Laugh House.
We have a potential couple.
silent auction. So we have a
stuff like
potential.
that.
We have a few ideas in the oven, but
Let's put them in motion. It's go
And-
time.
yeah. So we'll see if they work out.
Fundraising team.
Yeah.
Listen, you don't want me. I'm like a true cheerleader. I'll be like, this girl.
We
Oh,
need
yeah.
that. We
If
need
you,
that.
If you call me, if I have nothing, I'm still music artist and stuff. But if I'm open, my dates are open. I'm yours. Absolutely, call me. I'll make sure y'all got my personal number. Everything.
Awesome.
I'm ready to do as much as I can to help this. Well, I'm not as big as you have done, but I've had small thoughts on something like this. But it dealt with like the welfare system. From welfare to work. But I mean,
That can all be
Very similar.
Yeah,
all of that could be
Just
plugged
the
together.
age group might be a little different.
it feels like part of my dream.
I want to go back to you were in my head about so the high school that's right down my house. That's
I
Germantown
know.
High
That's
School.
why I
Yeah.
said, let me address
So,
it.
yeah. So it's just like, man, it's just like that was eerie. to do that.
I think it's confirmation.
That's
You've been keeping confirmation. It just dropped in your lap.
definitely.
You know.
This is like,
Thank you.
this building,
Germantown.
Germantown High School.
Like a big production of looking at buildings, they're doing all this
Thinking.
around
Yes,
the city with
yes.
all these people built houses, right? So I'm thinking like, let us y'all don't want to give us the education. The same kids that came
Right.
through there to get the education and
Come
now
on.
living there and possibly, even if this like because it's so big that they could probably permanently stay in it. You won't have to come into. You won't have to come. You'll always have a place. It'll be bigger because I'm thinking on a bigger scale.
Right.
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 So you
People
can
have
house
some- you can have
50
some-
people or 60 people in one,
Right.
in one building. We obtain all the buildings.
Yeah, there are a few buildings. You're right. You're
Why
right.
we can't have those?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're
They're
right.
just
To
sitting there.
house people. And then you got the youth stuff. They built the youth study center, put that over there, and then connected it with that right there, 46th Street.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Okay.
Why we couldn't just help the kids instead of institutionalize the kids?
Right.
I get tired of that.
It would help.
I came up to foster care. It's a wild situation. I know the other side of foster care too.
Yeah.
Where you're abused for 2 years
Yeah.
straight, and
And that
there's
just blows
nothing
me
that
away.
they can do, or when they come past, you're told not to say nothing.
Mhm.
You gotta keep it a secret and stuff like that. So I understand both sides. You know what I mean?
Right.
But my thing is, I want to be able to help these kids like prison. You send them through there, right? They got the felony. They go through there. They do do their time and then they get out. What are they done? They
Mhm.
still got that felony over their head.
Mhm.
You're not
Mhm.
teaching them nothing.
No.
All you're
Right.
doing is milking.
Right.
So my thing is now when they come through the program, that they could possibly be set to be permanently set off. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? So where
Mhm.
though,
Right.
like you want for the people that have felonies, if
Right.
you go in there and get a felony and you come on, you do your time, it should be right the way you should be able to start off,
Right.
Right.
come back to society,
Right.
be able to gain everything that you once had, all
Right.
your rights, and gain them back because
Correct.
you did your time and stuff like that.
Right.
These kids should be doing the same thing because they're
Mhm.
let out into the streets after
Mhm.
being 18, 21.
Mhm.
I was 16. I was in an independent living, 16 to 20, 21.
Mm.
So I was able to have my own spot, have my own thing, but they weren't teaching us
Mhm.
how
To
to
keep it.
money
You-
manage.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
what I did, I already had the ability to do this, so I did it on my own.
Mhm.
But what about the kids that did come through there that
Didn't
I
have
seen
it.
that
Yeah.
didn't have the skill that I had, that I probably could have taught them, but nobody really wasn't teaching them or
Right.
putting it, instilling it into them, so that way later on down the line when they're 21, 22, they're 22,
You're
they don't have, they
right.
walking out, they don't have no money saved up.
Mhm.
Right.
Or know why they
Right.
should.
You know what I mean? They should be able to come out from 16 to 21, or now 18 to 23. You got all those years. You have 5 years worth of money saved up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whereas though you're coming out $10,000, $20,000 on top, and you're ready for the world, you're ready to take it on.
I
Because
only know of one program that's like that is in Washington, and a young man who was on the street homeless started his own foundation, and he brings the people in, and when they leave, they have thousands of dollars in order to buy them a house. I only know of one program like that.
We need
Only
more.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all can go global.
So in that Germantown Germantown High School layout, there was just one other piece of that, and this is just something that was just off the cuff. I have a relative who's the president of Midnight Basketball, and there's chapters in every state, and he's always said, when you're ready, I want you to open this chapter." But the idea is just, once again, there's many avenues for different. There's some people coming through the housing, through the education. There's going to be some young boys that we get through basketball. If we can keep them safe, have our boys at home. I am so fortunate. My kids don't like to go outside and play. I used to get mad at them. How do you go outside and play? Because outside is dangerous. Now you can't play in the yard. You might get shot. But the thing is that if we could capture those same young men who are doing something else, then you can either bring them through the program differently. It doesn't have to be just this way eventually. But I'm just saying there's other kind of right. And this is not like a one a one place that is all mine. This is not anything to do with me personally or financially for me. This is all for the youth. So it's about connecting with other people and everybody putting money for it to going somewhere. It's not going to my pocket. It's not going to my bottom line. They have to understand it's not about me. This is a nonprofit. This is not a for profit. This is not me making money off of it. This is money all belongs to the business, all belongs to the kids. I walk away, I get nothing. It belongs to the business. People need to understand that because they're so worried about giving money and where it goes. This is for the young people. And this is what we need to get started. We need a little boost to get these young people in the door and get them comfortable. We've got 11 open rooms right now. And if anybody needs, this, we have to find the funding for them. It costs money, unfortunately, to take care of people. We need the funding to get 11 people sponsored into this building so that they can be safe and they can begin their journey to healing, to hope, and to hopefully beginning their new future.
And dreaming with their eyes open.
Dreaming with their eyes open. Yeah.
That can't be too hard. It's only that.
Right.
I understand that the run and all that stuff, but with everybody pulling together, like, everybody knows people, and people know people that know people. It's about to change the world here. Like, because the youth is the future. future.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if you're doing this, piece by piece,
Yeah.
it's gonna catch on.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna let you do this by yourself. You
Yeah.
understand that?
Okay. Okay.
You
All right.
understand that? So
All
all
right.
these, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna call it like this because come on, you know that people
And everywhere we
higher
go,
people than us. Put it
Yeah.
that way. I
right?
don't
Who
know.
can do these
I'll
things?
call them blue collar or whatever you want to call it. They want a piece of it when they see that you're doing, so you're going to create like a domino.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I noticed even just in the little bit of time that we've been kind of trying to do the promotion, everywhere we go, somebody is open to doing something. I was just in the grocery store and the gentleman walks up and is trying to promote his business, which is in-home care, possibly a potential job partner. He said all they need to do is be 18 and he'll train them. So
Yeah,
we have
there.
connections
CPR class.
everywhere.
Right.
So
So now we're
just
connecting somebody to
everywhere.
a job.
Right. Right. I love
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have jobs that potentially are connected with us, so they'll be able to, if they come in and they don't have a job, we can hopefully help them get them into a job. Resources.
Or even if they want to continue their education.
Yeah.
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 A lot of people don't.
And you guys give the push the forward and making their career, helping them push them through.
Yeah.
Give them that extra care to, so they can develop what they need to go that extra mile and get into the degrees and stuff that they need, and obtain the career that they want. Just all out being great.
So it's in the name. Envision success. We're trying to help them see that they can have a successful life. See that they can live in a way that's outside of what they've been in. Something better than what they've had before. So to be able to envision that they can live a successful life independently and be able to continue it.
And you gotta want it. So you can't just come up in there and say, "Well, I'm gonna post up here because I'm out of the system and I gotta post up somewhere."
That's
Right.
why there's a
But you have to
plan.
work.
There's a
That's why they have their
selection
You
piece
goals.
on
gotta work. You have to work right there. You gotta work.
Yeah. So that's why there's a
You gotta
selection
really
process on that.
want
Mhm.
this platform.
Right.
Really gotta want it good. It's so many out there, and
Mm-hmm.
right now it's only 11 rooms.
Right.
Once
Right.
you get in there, listen, if the youth is listening, once you get in there, you gotta promote the team, gotta promote the
Yes, yes. Can I step in for a
There you go. He
moment?
said it'll be on the board. You just
Oh, yeah, there we go. All right. Thank you, God.
Open mouth insert foot.
As they come into the program and we understand what it is that they want to do, they have to complete
Mm-hmm.
these modules. So we need to have the stats that say, yes, you've completed module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For two reasons. Number one is they need to have something that says I'm successful.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to have that too for grant application.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to
Tracking,
have,
data
we
tracking.
need to have
Yeah.
stats. Yeah. So we have it set up so that they can feel good about cleaning their room, for instance. That's the first one. And keeping it clean and showing that it is clean. Take a picture of it, take a video, upload it.
Make sure you check those timestamps. They could be uploading the same picture
Over and over again.
I know how to get by that. Yeah.
She like, you ain't fooling me with that one.
Yes,
Don't let it
not at
fool
all.
you. Her shirt said not. Not.
3 days.
Yeah. Yeah. So another thing that would be helpful for someone to donate time, for instance, is on the IT side, which is my interest. Someone that it doesn't matter what kind of IT, you might want to just volunteer a couple, either for us on how to set up something or for the kids who all think they know how to deal with IT and they don't. They know how to play on their phones, but they don't know how to access information, a specific kind of information, and how to decide what's correct and what isn't.
Mhm.
That's what I
Vetting. They're
Okay.
not good at vetting.
So, I'm sorry. Yes,
Professor.
professor. Yes.
Professor.
All the
She's a
secrets over
professor.
here. I knew the hat was holding it back. I knew it.
So tell them who you are.
Yes.
What
Can we
you
get
do.
your background?
My name is Dr. Jackie Cyrus, and I have a doctorate in instructional technology. I retired from the University of Guam 3 years ago. I lived in Guam for 17 years, and I taught instructional technology to um, university students who were planning on being teachers.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
Guam.
You just been sitting here all cute and adorable. I shouldn't even hear like yes, ma'am. I am so sorry.
Let me tell your viewers where Guam is. It's a U.S. territory like Puerto Rico is. It is south of Japan and east of. I have that directional problem.
Okay, all right.
Of the Philippines, so it's a little dot
My
right
friend's in the Air Force. He's out there, and he told me that population.
About 170,000. It's 10 miles wide by 10 miles long. 22 miles.
It's
Sorry,
like
22.
Bahamas.
That's long enough. There's a lot of stuff out there to get into. I always get my friends.
Get off at exit 1 or 2, or circle back around.
My friends send me pictures and I video chat, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yes.
What were you doing?
Was here working hard, working hard with all of them.
Wow.
Can we say where?
Say where? I need to know. Tell me where you was working. I need to know.
She was city manager for Greyhound.
Wait a minute.
I hear this. I read that.
City manager for Greyhound.
Woman,
Not just Philly.
you need like
New
multiple
Jersey,
levels
New
of
York,
flowers.
yes. New Jersey, New York. She was
I'm
running
gonna
the
get all
show.
in your business after this. I'm about to be, I need all this information. She came in here quiet, like, no, but she's just a whole just big major part of
Working
this
hard.
world.
Working
You
hard is in the
are
background,
amazing.
doing my own stuff, getting ready to
You
transition.
need to
out
be
of
in
there.
the forefront. Like they need to know about you, hear about you. Oh, I'm going
They
to
bound
blast
to.
your whole life. They gonna bother you when I'm done. I'm gonna push y'all so heavy.
Or
I think that a lot of people that I know.
Yeah. I know people in different states that'll be like, "Can you bring that over here too? Can we get you guys over here?"
Yeah. And so I know that we talk about this being in Philadelphia, but our program, just because it's based there, can take anybody from either side, Philly, or the Jersey side. So it,
That's good to put out there.
yeah.
Yes. Philly and Jersey, y'all.
Yes, yeah.
Envision
I
success.
have rec tape from the rec tape. Actually, like the first responders that,
Oh, paramedic.
Paramedics.
Oh,
Okay.
she's been a paramedic too. She's been a paramedic too.
I think I've been set up, you guys.
But I have a lot of guys.
Mm. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Maybe you guys can take one young kids under your wing and teach them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Training, yeah.
Well, that kind of
Or
goes back
even
to our
like that.
Germantown high school vision of
Mhm.
trades, So back in
Yeah.
my day, I don't know about everybody else, but back in my day, we had trades in the school.
Mhm.
I remember there being a shop class and
Wood shop.
a metal
Wood
class
shop,
and a
metal shop.
home ec class.
Home ec,
I had
and,
home ec and
yeah.
wood shop.
So those things have all gone away, and of course, nobody knows how to do anything anymore. But those were the introduction to it. Happened from confidence to try something.
Yeah.
I remember thinking that I could take the telephone apart and then, ooh, that telephone never ever worked again. That's why that phone didn't stop working. Okay, I thought I could take it apart, put it back. So that's what happened. Well, they just said you start taking screws out and you can put it back together. Well, that's why
Later,
that
she'll
phone
hit you with
never-
the nod.
Yeah. So, but yes, but the idea is, on a grand scale, that if we could have something like that,
Yeah.
that we would put those things back in place so that our people could come and get them. Because nowadays, not every kid is, if not most kids, are going to go to college. They're not going to go for a 4-year college degree to do something. They're just not going to sit that long. But you can get them to get through a 9-month course or a 12-month course or
Certified.
something,
Mhm.
you know, and so we can start putting those things and getting them introduced to things, you know, and getting them introduced to the union halls and where they're making a little bit of money. I mean, they don't even know how to.
Banking.
Yeah, my kids don't even are even afraid to go hustle and do the yard. Everybody got a yard in my neighborhood. We
Yeah, I
all
remember that used
pay,
to be
you know,
good
who
money
to come
back
and
in the
do our,
day.
you know, to come do our yard. But
Yeah.
they won't even try it. They won't even say, "Hey, I got a lawnmower. Me and my brother go out and we'll do it." Most of my neighbors will let them do it, you know, and make a couple dollars. But we pay other services that have other people that.
And those
do
are
it.
minor entrepreneurial skills that we learned at the beginning.
Yeah.
That
Throwing a newspaper. I remember when people had
sold
newspaper routes.
candy and did everything.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
Tupperware, Mary Kay.
Yeah.
That's the one.
A lot of kids might have learning disabilities that they're afraid. Because I was one of those kids. And I was lucky enough to go to a college, a community college in Pennsylvania that had an amazing disability services. So, but you know, I was always afraid to go get an application because literally I couldn't even spell the name of the high school.
My partner's dyslexic.
You know,
And
but just that
learned how to do it.
confidence that you could give somebody
Right.
Yes.
by showing them.
Right.
People learn, everybody learns
Disability is
different.
really your superpower.
But everybody
Yeah,
learns
see.
different. Some people need to see it. Some people need to hear it. Some people can read it, and
Everyone has a-
not and to take away the shame
Right.
about
Yeah.
not knowing something.
Right.
You
Right.
know, give them
being
the
okay to
confidence.
learn and
Yeah,
feel
Yeah.
comfortable.
the
Yeah.
confidence.
That's important.
I think first
And
of all,
that's
you're an
what-
advocate.
For the-
That's
yeah,
what-
the-
and over here just like
That's why all your tenants are
Mhm,
individual.
mhm.
Mhm.
They each get an individual plan and have individual goals, and they can leave or enter at individual times. It's
Right.
not a group program.
Right.
So
that was my question.
they may
Now,
need 6 months, they may need
Right.
2 years.
if
It's-
they came out and said, you know, I only want to be here for like 3 months.
Well,
I'm
it's
gonna
a
get
6
myself
month
together.
6 month minimum.
Minimum.
Right.
6 month
That's what I want
minimum.
to know. Is there a
6
time
month
limit?
minimum, because that gives us a good time to get a good assessment for you. You know, when you're first getting in, there's still a lot of paperwork, still trying to balance, trying to see what you're trying to do. I mean, by the time you get to the third month, you're like, okay, I got you here. Now let's see if we can flow. You
Somewhat
know,
settled. Yeah.
right? You know, so,
That's it.
well, I'm just saying,
6 months can be a
depending
lot.
They could come in different ages
Yeah.
right?
too.
Yeah.
so-
So some people might come in with some skills, you
And
know,
that's
so that
3
gives us
months.
that it gives us that balance. You know, someone who comes in at 20 who's been out on their own before, or
Mhm.
and just had some bad luck, or you know whatever happened, and they got to come back through this, might be a little bit more mature than the person who just is
Okay,
18
I
years
see
old
it.
who can't find their socks underneath the bed. You know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And I've seen that before. Yes. For real, that is real.
Yeah.
And there may be somebody who comes in who's already pending a voucher or something,
Right.
and they just need that
They
6
just
month
need somewhere to be.
transition time.
right?
We can be
It's kinda like
teaching
two
them in
90 days,
between.
like, you know, you got your first, it's like work.
Mm-hmm.
You got your first 90 days, you get yourself in, you get
Mhm.
acclimated with the place you're at.
Mhm.
And that next, 90 days is when you're going in,
Right.
you apply the skills.
Right.
I think that's a good
Right.
time limit
Right.
because
give
then
us
they
at
have
least
the
6
option to
months.
say,
Right. Then
I
that
think I
6
need more
months,
The
time.
valve starts to move.
Yeah,
Right.
you get that will going.
And by 6 months, you know whether you want to stay in the
Yes.
program or you
Or
don't.
if this is not for
If this
me.
is not for you,
Right.
and that's fair enough. You can say, hey, this is not a
Or
good
even
fit.
if it's a different skill that they decide, after 3 months, I don't think that medical's for me. I think I want to go a mile over here.
Right.
What we gonna do is I need to learn computer.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I changed my mind. I think I'm gonna go cut. Can I go? Like,
Yeah.
I think that it's cool that you guys give different options
Yeah.
so that people don't feel stuck in a box.
Right.
And it teaches them not to dumb themselves down.
Right.
That literally the sky is the limit.
Right.
I love the
Right.
name. I love what it stands for. I love what you guys represent. Not for nothing, I love that it's women doing
For the
this.
most part.
Because
Wow, I
It
didn't
is
even
wisdom
thought
more
about
the
that.
majority of us.
I
Well,
love
I
that.
do want to put one little plug. My
Women.
husband is behind all of
And,
this.
we
There's
have
men too.
There's men.
we have our strong women, but men take over a lot.
Yeah.
So it's nice to
Do
see,
you have
not for
men
nothing,
on the team?
women nurture. That's
Say it
what
again?
we
Yes.
do.
You guys-
Yes, we have men on the team. We do.
Yeah.
And now they have their new board member.
Yes, we do have men on the team. Yeah. Yeah.
Her husband's not here, but he's an integral part of the vision as
He
well.
says she's the boss, and
Yeah.
if you need me to knuckle him up,
Yeah.
here, you know, that's what he's supposed to
But,
do.
you know, he has.
Put in a good position.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
the vision of what the house, my house.
Oh, well, Brisbane, you say he saw. He
Oh,
looked
he
at the
saw
building
it.
and he was like,
Yeah, he's the one that found Briscom, I think, the building of it. You just look at this. Just take a look at this. Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, that's the street.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah. Yeah. And so we kind of looked at it. And he said, yeah, this is it. So he kind of sometimes just gets homed in, and yeah, God kind of moves through him, and I'm like, I don't like this. No, I'm not like.
She was like, yeah, I don't see it. He's like a babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We're gonna talk about this again.
That's funny. You just called it. That's it. Shout out Chris.
Yeah, shout out to Chris. Baby.
It's near public transportation.
Yeah, it's a half a block. Yep. From the L.
The L's.
Make sure that they know this is
Well, that goes to the personal care and
and the hygiene teaching. Yes, it's a lot of people.
Yeah,
too.
Oh, okay. Let's go for it.
So you have Michelle Lovely Swain. She's from North
South
Carolina.
Carolina.
She said a lot of stuff here. She had said some of the problem this way is that people just want the money and they care less about the care of the people. They are in it for the wrong reason. She says foster care have hearts too.
Yeah.
And she also thanks us.
And she's from Philadelphia originally. And her husband is actually a legendary DJ in Philly. So trust me, she just met
live down in that area.
He messaged me like,
She's been teaching since
Is there a way
1990.
that you when
You
you
can
finish
respond?
recording this that I can go back and
absolutely, it's
compare?
live. You can go on any of Facebook,
YouTube,
Instagram, YouTube, and you can go in. I got Michelle, I know her first.
Because that's where you save it to.
Okay.
Okay.
Doing a little blog
On the website.
Okay.
Okay.
Could she use this on her website?
You can there's a way you can really share it right on there. And everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
You can share the YouTube link. It's on.
Okay.
That's what I just. I was just
Okay.
asking.
Yeah.
So we had
That's what
So that
I
was
just-
Michelle. Michelle, like I said, she's from Philly. She literally just relocated a couple of years ago to South Carolina. She's a teacher.
We
And
live
she's
down
also
there.
dealt
Both
with
of
a lot
us
of
did.
that. So
Well,
she-
we lived in North Carolina.
Michelle,
Alita, she's in
Michelle's
Georgia.
one of our. She's one of my
Michelle's
soul
in
heart.
North
Michelle's in North Carolina.
She's also a teacher. She's a teacher now in South Carolina, but she's done a lot of stuff with the youth. And her husband, DJ Bones, has done a lot of stuff with them.
Okay.
So I'll definitely get us connected because she has a lot of friends.
And you can let them know
Do
if
you
they
have
have
a
any
card?
questions in
Do you
their
have
in
any
their
cards or anything?
the chat. We're glad to answer questions if people have questions.
She says, all you beautiful ladies, please take a minute to stop by her website.
She's my bling queen.
It's
Oh.
paparazzi.michelle.com.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know
She said
about
you get some
paparazzi.
$5 bling.
That's my
Okay.
favorite place.
Michelle, let me tell you something. Wait a minute. She said she got you because if you order 3 items, then you also receive 2 free gifts each.
She's my personal bling queen.
Oh,
That's
All my
what she's
clothes,
supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's
Networking.
She's supposed to network and promote herself.
Yeah, that's
You know
fine.
what I
No,
mean?
that's not a
So
problem.
maybe, hopefully, paparazzi can become
Oh, yeah.
a sponsor.
Okay.
absolutely. And well, she's also a part of MOB Radio.
Mhm.
That is her and her husband's radio station, and they do sponsor a lot of things. I'm also a brand ambassador for One Rock Vodka. So I also get sponsorships as well. So when I say I'm going to be reaching out to a few people I know, like I said, I work very closely with a lot of friends from Philadelphia, hiphop.org. So let's connect all of these things together because
got all
everything
kinds of
will bring
We
it
gonna
together.
be
You know,
looking up all this stuff like, what's
I
this?
know.
What's
We
this?
got
I'll tell you, you have my
we
personal
got
number.
we got all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
We have a lot of friends.
This
HTX1
gentleman-
Studios.
This my man.
Yeah.
We can
I
take
take
a
a
picture.
picture of
Yeah,
it.
take a picture. That's what cell phones are.
Rob
No, I'm
Swartz.
not you have it.
Okay.
Because he's gonna
Yeah.
be guest here
On
on
18.
online 6. But this is a friend of ours. We network with him all the time.
And he knows the mayor.
HCX1 Studios, formerly Ocean One Mall
In Atlantic
in
City.
Atlantic City.
They own it.
The mall. I'm not
Beautiful glass mall that's on the boardwalk in Atlantic City.
Well, they're
Well,
not really
On the beach.
Yeah.
If you go
She just
to the
came from
beach,
Guam.
it's
You ever
beautiful.
go? You never go to the
And I've
casinos
never
or
been
anything?
either.
Yeah,
To the
so
boardwalk?
she's not from here, and
Oh,
so
well,
we're new.
this is
in
where the
last
water
few
is.
years.
It's really nice.
Mall, which is
That's
attached
where I
to the
wanna go.
boardwalk overlooking the ocean. I can't. Don't quote me on the square.
Ooh, don't get
It
me.
has 100.
Ooh.
And, only
4 floors.
4 floors. Only 5 of the stores are occupied right now.
Yeah.
Having a grand opening, a
Mhm.
soft opening.
For the lab
This
house.
is the lab house that used to be in Philadelphia. All right, his soft opening, Mr. Rod, that's gonna be on the 12th.
And what you guys doing a lot of your
opens there.
foundations is that you want to do the fundraisers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a whole
Okay.
Connection.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Yeah, there may
poster
be,
over
yeah.
there
Sure.
is a festival that we
This
just
stuff,
had
that's too.
there and all these artists. Well, what Rob is that distribution, and he does a whole lot. It's more. I just won this. This is a hip hop CD with all the
Oh, wow.
but he does a whole lot more. He's connected with everything there is. I know. They are. But he's connected with a lot of different people, a lot of different outlets, and we met a lot of people at this festival that might want to,
Okay.
A lot of
you
people.
know.
I
And
mean,
I feel like if a lot of radio stations get wind of it, like you guys can like record a little commercial type thing. I
Mhm.
think
They're
they
public
would do
service
that.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
CSA, and
we can even
we
try
can
to
do
set
that.
you
I
guys
did
up
it.
with some of
I
our
did
radio
one
friends
for
as
the
well.
intruders.
Get you guys
Actually, we did it for
Okay,
Rob for the commercial.
Isn't that? Wait,
The
do you know
intruder.
that?
Intruder.
Earl
Intruders.
last week.
Yeah,
So
the
wait,
ones
wait. Jimmy Wells and Annie Wells. Do you know them?
No.
Okay, maybe it wasn't the intruders. So friends of mine, I helped them with the situation, and we just stayed close friends. Jimmy and Annie. Well, Jimmy used to sing with the Times, right? Motown. Even if I think there was only 2 original guys still alive, Caesar and somebody else. Well, now he just switched from the Times to. I could have swore it was the Intruders, but maybe I'm wrong. And another Motown group. So they offered.
Somebody will tell you.
They offered to
Somebody will tell you.
They offered to do
Our
part of the
fundraiser.
show, the fundraiser. So no. I want to say the Intruders, but it must not be that.
I was gonna say, don't
I
make
had
me
it written
laugh.
down, but I didn't bring my notes. I don't think.
You didn't even realize.
I didn't bring my notes with me about our fundraiser, but I did.
Let me Google this real quick.
Jimmy
Jimmy Wells.
Jimmy Wells.
Oh. No, are they Motown? Are these guys Motown then?
When I saw him was many
I
years
always
ago.
love
I'm
my
almost
mama.
positive. Hang on.
I always
Is it
love my
okay?
mama.
Absolutely.
So far, we're looking at having 1 comedian and 2 music
Well, it's her
acts.
friend who's the
Yep.
comedian.
Big dummy.
And 2 music acts.
Big dummy.
And did you get a response back from Carrie?
Jerry.
I spoke to her.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
They're in they performed at the Hard Rock on February 18th. That's what any spring day won't be available.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, we're looking at doing this, as we call it, the big event. At in May, sometime in May.
Right.
This is in May.
May. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Or
in
right
May.
before spring,
Right before
so
the
that's
end
gonna
of
be a
the-
big event.
right
That's
before
gonna take a
school
little
goes,
time.
you know, right. No, end of May. End of May. Yeah, no, ma'am.
Mhm.
No, this would be the other big event
No,
at
but,
the end of May.
Mhm. I'm just like, oh Lord.
I'll
Like, this
talk
is so much pressure now.
I'll talk to you all about that.
Okay. All right.
Give me six
What
more.
a kid.
Forget.
Thanks.
If we have the house filled by then,
yes, yeah.
yeah, that's the goal.
So we're gonna get this goal. We
Yeah.
are gonna meet this goal,
That sounds
people.
good.
Okay.
I would
mission
like
that.
my big
But
goal
you
would be to have
really need
every
a lot
room
of
filled by
time
the end
for
of
this.
February. That would be my
Yeah, our goal.
But
That's
you
the goal.
need
You know, fill up by end of February.
That's what I would like. I would like to have 11 people.
Make sure I got everything. I'm about to run through all of my
You
call
need
lists. I got a
more
lot of
time,
stuff.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well,
yeah,
the fundraiser will be after,
Yeah.
but we would like to have the house filled.
Right.
Yeah.
By the time we get there,
y'all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fundraiser, they want to do.
Good question.
I don't need to have an empty house.
Good question. He just asked where are we getting the kids from? The applications.
The applications are
No,
online.
not the physical applications. Where will the people be coming from? There you go.
Well, a lot of them is coming through DHS, so it's that's what we're utilizing so far. But actually, anybody that has been in that system and still has that eligibility, so to say, we can go back to that for them. It can come out of any other referral system. They can come from AIC. They can come from another foster care. They can come from word of mouth. Our main thing is just to connect it back to where the funding source is going to be.
Right.
So once we can connect where the funding source is, then that's
What if they want in now? DHS or anything like that, and where like their mother.
that's a little tougher for us right now as a startup
To get
to get funding because we don't have any grants. But our idea is that we're going to be applying for grants so that we can have that money to be able to
Scholarship
What if you had
scholarship people.
somebody to sponsor it?
Oh, then
yes,
yeah. Come on in.
yes, yes. You know,
No,
as
that would
long
be
as we can
cool.
cover their basics,
Like,
Yeah.
like,
we'll talk offline with y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the goal, is to be able to have funds available, that if we have someone who
Right,
meets
so
the criteria
criteria,
but just doesn't have the
have
funding
funds,
source, we can cover it. Right
yeah, we
now,
can.
we're not there, but that is the goal. If we can get private funding from someone
Who wants to
that
sponsor?
wants to sponsor a child,
Yes.
then we're
Yes.
absolutely willing to work with you.
Well, let you know.
Just wink, wink over there.
Just give us a hooty hoo.
Yeah, for real.
Because what I don't want it to be is that we have this wonderful building that's ready to go. Like
And
I
there's
said,
nobody
it's
there.
clean, it's
There.
brand new, and there's nobody there. I mean, I have someone right now who's maintaining the building for us, but like I said, it's all brand new. It's brand new. It's the
Need to come
windows.
see.
It's
Yeah,
really nice.
Yeah,
Really?
it's very,
Yeah.
very nice.
If you go online to envisionsuccess.org, there's like a little virtual carousel. You can look at the
And I got
pictures.
them in
It's really
Snapchat.
nice.
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
nice.
Guys, it's right there on across the bottom.
Yeah.
Make sure you go on the website, go on all the tabs, and see,
Before
I have some photos on my phone, so when we're in the other room, I'll show you.
Yeah.
And so if you're interested in volunteering or donating time or anything, we have a contact us tab up there. You can just fill out your information. There's a little box where you can write in, what it is you're interested in learning more about, and we'll get back with you.
Make sure y'all reach out. There it is. Yeah,
And you
especially-
can donate auction items.
Yeah.
Auction items.
Absolutely.
Donate to the
Oh, we're
auction.
doing it.
Yeah.
Don't just bring
True.
anything.
I have like I got like over like 5,000
Davis.
cards.
Oh, I do that. Okay. So for the fundraiser, you'd be willing to do that part?
Oh, right. Everybody, we
She'll
should
do the
not
silent auction.
Real
Okay,
decent stuff.
so she knows that she does it.
Every
Come on, somebody.
Might separate them, maybe.
I haven't
Teams.
listened to this one yet.
Okay.
Awesome.
All my music.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm just sitting here overwhelmed.
Everybody,
That
y'all
would
already
be
know your girl financial things on the check-in. Make sure that y'all hit me up. We need those donations. We about to have silent auctions. Y'all already know I say support in real life. Don't let go of the fight. So I need y'all to tap in. EnvisionSuccess.org. I need y'all to tap in. If you don't stand for nothing,
Come on.
stand for this. Stand for this.
Maybe this is my first one of my co-hosts.
Yeah.
So, you know, we always do the gift giving. We always did the gift giving.
She's like, oh,
Make you remember this. He don't do the podcast. He just happen to be here.
He's the original.
Yeah, we go there.
Oh, thank you.
Anniversary begins.
Oh, come on.
So much.
Turn that around. Show that to the people. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's perfect.
Home is where the story begins. Yes.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's cute. I love it.
I love it. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
We
you.
are going to definitely.
Yeah, I wish I had my keys with me.
But now y'all gonna find 5 more things to put a key on. Anyway,
Well, you gotta represent.
I
You gotta
do.
represent.
And she went and got me a t-shirt. I was like, well, girl, you know.
So we'll be that'll probably be a good fundraising thing too. We are working on developing a T-shirt. We'll
if
have
you
our
need
logo
any
on there.
t-shirts, I do have a press machine in my house. I press all t-shirts, business cards at home. Yeah. I run my own record label.
Where's your
Little Card
card at?
LLC. I am the walking card, baby. You gonna have my personal
Here.
number. I don't
Here we
believe in lies. I want you to contact me directly.
Sign and
It's something huge. And like I said, I do it at home. I do posters, I do everything. I do music, I do spoken word, I do poets. My partner is a producer, engineer. My baby, I got you.
You know what?
I'm
I'm
good
not
for
gonna
events.
tell. I thought of my
And
daughter
censored.
Carol.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for every genre.
perfect.
My daughter used to do that. I was so amazed at her doing that.
So we need
She
to
did it when she
let it
was
come
at
out.
Central High School, and going in the college and doing it for what that group was.
Spoken words. You know,
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, we both. Yeah, he's also our artist and stuff.
Oh, it sounds like this event's gonna be amazing. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
We could show you something.
You guys are gonna have to be.
Okay,
because you
speakers.
guys are the ones that can explain this more than anybody.
Mhm.
So it has to be explained. You can't just get there party.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
And we just you know what I mean? Yeah, we learned that. So I finally went to one and I sat and I watched all the panels, you know, to learn.
Mhm.
And it was great. So
Yeah. Well, the last fundraiser that I went to was for United Way, and that's what they did. They had the music, they had the panels,
yeah.
then they had a little clip from video about what it was about, and then they went back to the panels, then they went back. So I understand what you're saying. Exactly. I got you.
We're trying to figure out what start working.
They were singing for you said the
Okay. How long should it be?
Well,
He
don't
used
make
to
it
sing
too long.
5 minutes?
Oh,
That's too long.
Hi, Jimmy.
30 to 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I asked. I'm asking.
I'm sorry.
That's
My
not so
teacher just.
Hey, Miss Wells.
Yeah. And Jimmy's on the phone too. Jimmy, who are you singing with now? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. He's doing well. He's doing really well. I will. Yeah.
Tell us who you sing.
I'm doing fine. I'm here at a friend's podcast, and we're trying to promote my other friend who I was telling Annie about, and asking if you guys would be willing to do a fundraiser for us. It's called Envision Success, and it's an organization that will help foster children transition from foster care into adulthood, and hoping to house them until they're 23 and teach them some life skills and get them on their feet. Get them on their feet. Yeah.
We got your back 100%.
But who are you singing with? I'm like talking about you. And
Well, I think with the tramps, I went with the
Tramps.
you were with the Times first, and then the train. All right,
Okay. Royalty on the phone. All right now.
okay. So, Jimmy and Annie, do me, and sing us a little tune.
Oh, Trent. I mean, if you do a little ooh, I won't mind. You know.
We will all we will just all be honored.
You want to say? I heard it. Reese.
I like it too.
He did.
Okay.
On that national show on TV called The Mask.
Okay.
The Masked Singer.
Oh, right.
Oh, nice. And I watched that shit. What?
I'll send you
She the
They come in season 10 on there.
Okay.
To get the tramp.
Great.
Disco Inferno.
Okay.
Inferno. Yeah, I remember that. Disco Inferno.
So,
Burn, baby, burn.
come on, sing a song that I would know.
I'm done with y'all.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Disco Inferno. I
You can
mean,
sing that
one
one.
from the Tramps.
That's what they did.
Saturday night.
Okay.
Saturday night.
He got stage right over the phone. Let me find out.
All right.
It's been real, you guys.
The link.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm
We
gonna
got,
send you the link now.
we got
All right.
Okay.
The whole show's on there.
Yeah, we're on air.
Are there any more questions or anything that we didn't answer?
Yes, hey, we want to give you because I want something on the radio.
No, we didn't.
Sorry.
We did not,
Also,
but
I'm
we'll try to
on
work
the
it
radio
in to where
station,
Jimmy and you guys
and
could be there.
We know a lot of DJs.
Well,
that open for that.
Once y'all get the date, so he'll look at he'll look at his calendar and see whether he has something for that date, and then if if y'all haven't locked it in yet, then he can say, at the 17th, he's working or whatever, but he can do it on whatever.
All right.
It's gonna be in May.
So-
the nursing home on the weekend.
Okay, something in May that's we're planning. Hopefully, we're gonna try to get a venue. And
Now the only issue is because he's staying with the trans, and most of the shows that they do is overseas, over the UK. And so they get a call at the drop of the dime every time, and then they out. You know what I mean? He might get a call tonight saying that they got to leave in 2 days to go over to the UK or something. And so, so that's the only thing that could be an issue.
right, but you want to know something? If it works out, that'll be
Yes, it will.
amazing. And if he gets called away, then I'm going to drag you.
She's gonna throw me on the scene. Wait a minute, lady. Hold on.
You can get me girls.
No show with me.
I'll try to find your birthday videos that I took on my phone.
Yeah.
You'll be well prepared.
I can't think right now. Just send it to you in a minute. 'Cause we
7-up pound cake.
Okay.
On a minimum pound cake.
Earthquake cake. I'm still
All
waiting.
right.
With the earthquake. Okay, I'll do that. Or you need, yes.
All right. I love you guys. Take care. Happy New Year. Bye.
Oh my God, y'all, they said something else. Told me they gonna make me cake. I don't even know. This is a
But
little
I
public
think
service
that
announcement.
that would be the way to start getting
Yeah.
started out.
Okay.
We're definitely gonna boom this out.
30-second commercial.
Yeah. I mean, we're good for coming. Look, we're good for coming around and shooting those commercials. She shoots the commercials a lot of times for the intruders, and we go to live events. Yeah, we go to live events, and she's like, "Let's get it."
He used to say. He said he used
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. I heard him say that.
Look, you gonna make her call her?
Mom,
Call my next
Mom,
But she said, call. No. She said,
The trims and the intruders.
So when you shoot the commercials, do you have a separate studio?
We have many places that we can do. You can say, hey, come to my kitchen, and we come to your kitchen, and we'll get everything done.
We recorded.
Yeah.
We've gone to the intruders rehearsals, and we've done commercials with them.
ask him if he knows Jimmy.
All types of
Jimmy.
stuff.
So I can ask you later about your equipment.
Yeah. Listen, I'm about to rack your brain. You about to upgrade me and everything. I'm about to be like, yeah, so I got a website. I bought the domain, did nothing. We gotta talk.
I have a domain. I have a domain. I've done nothing with it.
Dang.
10
Wow,
years.
Well, I got a
you don't
domain and I
speak-
got it launched.
These ladies come
That's it.
here on my podcast, they gonna call the trend. They called the lead singer up of the trend. No, he's not the lead singer.
He sings with the
Sings
trend.
with the trend.
They
He
wanna
said he
know-
used to sing with them.
he
Jimmy
used to sing
Wells.
with- What am I
Jimmy
saying?
Wells.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Wells. Ask him if he knows.
Do you know Jimmy Wells?
Oh, he left.
Earl's been singing
Find
with
out.
the
We're gonna get some more
Intruders
information on
for
this.
7 years.
Right. So
7 years?
7.
Oh,
That's not that long.
Jimmy Wells might be older than him.
Yeah, he's older.
Yeah.
Earl's the
Yeah.
youngest of the
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
back way back.
yeah.
Mhm.
Look at those embryos, how old souls. She just blew up their name back.
We on podcast.
Right. Catch up, but she said, what you
Sing
doing?
something for me, Earl.
Sing.
Uh-oh, Earl. Sing a little something for the
Hey,
ladies.
Earl, sing something for me, Earl. Let me hear something, Earl. You gotta sing something for us, Earl. You gotta sing something for us. I'll come do your pool for you this summer.
He got rid of that.
Dang.
You know.
Dang.
No.
So I
Don't worry,
have
we got your music over
Miss
here.
Dana Hicks, Dr.
Jackie Cyrus.
Jackie Cyrus,
Devon Jackson.
Devon Jackson,
And
Trish
Trish
Patricia King,
Quinn.
and they're all in here from. Remember, I told you earlier about Envision Success, the house that they bought. That they have. What did they have? 11 rooms. They try to fill. For,
I'm trying to help. So 11 youth off the street.
It,
Gotta
it
stay
came
for
off
'em.
the street.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
When I fix
All
homelessness,
right.
I got a
So
place.
I'm
We gotta figure out how to get the two together.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Well, guys, we love y'all, and we know that y'all been all in the business with us, but y'all gotta get out the business now. Go on the website, contact them, contact us to contact them. Get your donations in. Make sure you show some love. Throw some extra questions. Share this live 1,000 times. With that being said, I don't know what it is.
Michelle said for the first 15 shirts you press, she'll donate a piece of blank.
It is.
Oh.
So
Okay.
she knows I press the shirt.
Mhm.
So she always supplies me, and she gets a lot. That's the only way I
So
get
what is the challenge?
So for the first 15 shirts that which is my company Miller Fire,
She's
that
gonna
we press,
donate
she's
some
gonna
jewelry.
donate jewelry for each shirt.
Oh,
So
that's
that you
nice.
guys will have set packets with shirts and the bling to go with it.
Oh,
good.
Like I said, she's one of my really close
Oh.
friends. She's family basically. That's my sister.
I want to
So
go out here crying.
I know.
don't do that because you cannot. I
Oh,
work
you
hard on
wanna
this.
cry?
It's
Because I got
it's
another
tears of
comment
joy.
to read.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
She said, we are the only Bible some of these children
Yeah,
and families may ever see,
Mm.
read, or use.
True. Very true.
She don't do it. Look, I can't look at her, guys.
I
She
try
gonna
not
mess me
to.
up.
Okay, I'm
It's
not gonna look
tears
at
of
her
joy.
either.
But right, because
Tears
I'm
of
not gonna
joy.
cry, 'cause I'm the cry
But I would
baby
say we
of
know
the-
Jenny's
you know,
about to
I
cry.
cry almost every Friday.
Jenny gonna be like, you said I love you.
I just wish, people know the
feel it.
people that are listening, who are paying attention to this, probably are the ones that understand. But man, it means so much to these kids. And if we could just get to them, it feels like they're corralled in an imaginary fence that only they can see. Sometimes only the government can see, and they're just waiting just to be slaughtered. Kind of, just we've got to save them. I used to when I got into foster care. I used to want to be in the foster care. And I was going to get political, and I was going to change this broken system. And found out the system is so broken and so corrupt, you couldn't can't fix. So then I had to become the criminal of the system and say,
Oh my
let
God.
me steal the kids, And you would not believe sometimes when you're fighting to do right with kids, sometimes the system comes up
They
against
fight
you.
you.
You as the
Yes.
foster parent, you're the volunteer, you're the one that was
You know
trying to
too
help
good.
them. Yes, we're trying to get. I have had to fight the system for the kids that didn't belong to me. But I always try to get my kids to understand that I'm in this fight. I'm gonna do whatever it takes
You got
for
right.
you. But let me let you know when you leave here, I want them to always remember you go back and get 2 kids
Mm-hmm.
and you teach
Pay it
2
forward.
kids. You're gonna run across you one day. One day you're gonna say, that was me. Give that person some hope. Make sure you do it and teach them to do it forward. And eventually, if everybody is going back to do just a little bit,
We can,
you
and,
can
and
make
I
a
know it's the
difference.
words fun. We can make America great
Yes,
again.
yes, yes, yes. Can I share with you on our website under success stories? We have 2 beautiful success stories that you can read
3
about.
now.
Yeah,
There's already success
Carlos,
stories.
Brianna's, and
We have
Yes,
3
yes.
stories and 1 pending. So
They wrote them.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Don't worry, y'all. If you missed it, I'm gonna be blowing up the timeline in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Y'all know how this works with me. I don't have insomnia. I'll be up like Envision. Y'all be ready. Just know I'm tagging everybody for like 3 days.
They
Just
wrote
give me
their
the-
own success stories,
Yeah.
and you can.
No help from us.
But that's the best part about it.
Yeah,
Because
one
what
of
you
them
guys
is a
are
real
doing,
tearjerker.
you don't have to brag about it. You just are. And everything that you are and that you stand for speaks for itself. And they're gonna be global, y'all. I'm telling you.
Well, we're all gonna go together. We all have a part in this. It is not just a me thing. Like I said, it really takes a village. It really takes a team, and that's what we're just asking is for the team out there, the global team, to come support us. We'll start it, but we're gonna need everybody pushing. Everybody is important, from the smallest donated person to the biggest. Everybody is important.
Shout your people out that you guys want to shout out. Is there anyone that you want to, send some love to? But don't be
I send love to my husband, Chris Hicks. I said he supported me in everything.
I shout out to my daughter, Janice Hardeman, who did our GoFundMe page. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Johnny.
Yes.
And I shout out to my mom and Trish for standing by me.
Yeah.
And you,
Shout out to her mom.
Yeah, shout out, mom.
Shout out, Trish.
Yeah, shout out to Trish, who was on the down low, holding all the key.
Bringing them here.
That's the connection.
Jack, can you help me?
It was a good call.
Right.
Derice. Is it
But it's a good
Derice?
start
Derice Garden.
the Reese has been another D. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you go fit right in.
Back in the day, we had the D pause.
Yeah, everybody thought it would have been. Yeah,
Everywhere we went, it was the D posse.
Yes, back in the day. The Reese is going to bring it back.
Join the D posse. Join the D posse.
The Reese for being in my head and being about that Germantown that high school. That's just wow.
It's been real, you guys.
Song by Derice.
Couple of
All
podcasts.
residents.
Wow.
Success. Success is the dream that you can live with your eyes open.
Yes.
EnvisionSuccess.org. Go check it out. Shout out to these beautiful ladies changing the world. Come back to it. Love you.